Why are you doing this? Where is your compassion?
Donna, I have nothing but compassion and concern for your mother.
Then for the love of God, why are you making this harder? You saw what being near you did to her, being in the same room, how agitated she got.
You're right. We shouldn't be anywhere near each other on this property, let alone in the same room. Why do you want to subject her to that?
Eric is not going to ask me to leave. You need to leave, Stephanie. You won't be comfortable here.
Don't worry about my comfort. You be worried about the fact that you've placed your husband right in the middle of this mess. And you need to do the right thing here. The right thing for Eric and for your mother. And that is picking up your family and leaving his house.
No, honey. Just lie back. Lie back.
No.
You need to rest.
I can't rest not until I know the girls are safe.
No, honey, you have to lie
Mom, it's okay. We're gonna be fine. We can handle Stephanie. Don't worry about it.
You have to be careful.
down.
You have to be careful.
Listen to me. Listen to me. We are not going to let Stephanie bother you anymore. Okay? It's not her home anymore. She doesn't decide who stays. She doesn't decide who goes. That's up to Donna and Eric. And they want you to stay, sweetheart. Donna and Eric want you to stay here. Stephanie will have to go. Okay? Stephanie will have to go.
You have to go.
That's my girl.
You have to go. You have to go.
There we go.
Thanks, Madison. I'll call Senor Giordano from the jet. Reassure him myself. All right, thanks. Sorry for the interruption. Apparently our good friend Piero in Roma is a little nervous about what to expect from me for my new position.
So your trip's still on, then?
Yeah. As the newly reinstated CEO, I have to make an appearance at Forrester International. Dad, I must say everyone's missed your regular visits. My father is a true living legend. How many sons can say that, huh? How many wives can say that about their husbands?
I get the idea you're not talking about Donna now.
I know what's been happening between you and Mother. You two are getting along better than you have in years. That's why you can't bring yourself to ask her to leave. Even though Donna is pressuring you to do just that.
2001, 2002, 2003.
Darling.
Shh. You make me lose track. 2004.
Of what?
Well, if you must know, I'm counting the ways.
You're counting the ways of what?
Yeah. You know, the ways. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. You know, I think I was up to 2000. Oh, see, you made me lose track.
No,
I'm going to have to start all over again.
2,000 reasons why you love me.
You want me to recite them all? Because I can. I mean, every last one. Maybe I can just sum it up with one.
Who'd have thought? My husband, the romantic.
Well, you know, I've always been a big fan of William Shakespeare, you know. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I tell you what, the guy sure knew how to woo a fair maiden.
The guy? Was a lady. Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote that. Not Billy, as in William, as in Shakespeare.
I knew that. Yeah, I was just trying to impress you with another name of another author. That had nothing to do with... You know what, why don't I just do what I do to impress?
Dad, Mother wants you back. That's obvious. think you both want that, too. I want it for both of you. Look, I realize the timing's not perfect, but you and Mother have waited long enough. This is now your moment. Don't let anyone keep you from each other.
Stephanie, can you please just for a minute just stop focusing on getting rid of the Logans? You saw how my mother is, okay? You saw how agitated she was just being in the same room with you. Can I just ask you to do something for a dying woman and move out?
You cannot start giving in to your mother's every whim.
Wait, aren't you the same woman who took her mother out to Paradise Cove? So she could die the way she wanted?
My mother was actively in the process of dying. Your mother's going to live for years.
Okay, the point is that you respected her wishes. You wanted to make her comfortable. You wanted to give her peace. Well, that's what my mother can have here in this home. This is the best place.
No, it isn't. It is not the best place. She needs a medical facility. Donna, the rigors of caring for someone who has Alzheimer's disease, I mean, it's just overwhelming. She needs to be in a place that's controlled, confined, an environment where she can't just get up and wander away and get lost and get hurt or...
Okay, we will get that. We will get that help for her, but it cannot happen with you here.
You're actually going to make your husband your mother's caretaker.
Okay, I'm not forcing Eric to do anything against his will.
I think you are. I think maybe you just don't realize it. Let's be honest. Are you using your mother's illness, your family's presence here, to keep Eric tied to you? I'm not leaving. I'm here at his invitation, and I am not going anywhere. So this means it's up to you. You, Donna, have got to start thinking long-term for your mother and getting help for her. And that does not mean being in a private residence. The best thing that you can do is take your family, leave, let your husband have his home and his life with his family here. And I am not just thinking about myself like you are. I am not. I am really trying to think what's best for your mother, for Eric, for all of you.
Now, aren't you glad that we played hooky today?
Yeah, but that doesn't let you off the hook. You're still gonna give me that honeymoon you promised me.
Oh, well, let's see. How does April in Paris sound? Doesn't sound exactly like that, but...
You're taking me to Paris?
No, take it easy here, girl. It's one of the many romantic locales I'm considering. Of course, I am going to have to check with Ridge and Stephanie. After all, they are your new partners. Are they your bosses? I want to make sure they approve.
Partners.
Okay.
I do wonder how it's going over there, though.
Oh, at Eric's house, you mean?
Yeah, when Stephanie called me last night, she said that Beth and Steven showed up, and she sounded...
Yeah, well, it sounded like she's probably fit to be tied, but can you blame her? I mean, she moves into Eric's guest house, at his invitation, no less. No sooner does she get her bags dropped.
And then the entire Logan family shows up, and that's a recipe for disaster, given the history of that family with Stephanie, trust me.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't want to make this tougher on you than it already is. It's just that seeing you and Mother at the tribute.
Don't, Rich, don't. Look, I care very deeply for your mother. But I also have a wife who's going through some very dark days right now.
I get that. You're in a bind. It's just that I've spoken to Mother, and she has expectations. She has hopes, maybe even a few dreams. What is she supposed to think?
You're right. You're right. I'm not being fair to your mother. I'm not being fair to Donna either. I've got to change that. I'm going to change that right now.
How's she doing?
She's calmed down. For now, anyway. So did you talk to Stephanie?
Stephanie, she's not going to budge. No matter what I say, I can't get through to her.
What about Eric?
I came up the back way.
You're avoiding your husband?
He's been supportive so far. But, Brooke, what if it's out of pity? What if it's not out of love? I mean, look, this is what Stephanie said. What if it's true? What if that's all my husband feels for me anymore? But he just can't manage to tell me because of... Brooke, if this happens, if it's true, I don't think I'm going to be able to take it. I don't think I'm going to be able to take it with everything else going on. I really don't.
Donna's right. The situation's impossible. It's untenable, and something has to be done about it. And I'm the one who has to do it.
Get you something. Another pillow. And a Afghan or something.
No, Brooke. Oh, no. No. You're done. You're done.
I love you so much.
And I love you. Never forget that. Never forget that.
I know. It kills me too. Just feel so helpless. But we have to be strong, okay? We have to be strong for her and for each other. Whatever time she gives us, that's gonna be precious. We'll make the most of it.
So I'm guessing Donna went running to you after she was here.
No, she didn't. I haven't seen her, actually.
Oh.
Was any blood spilled?
No, although it got rather intense. But you're right. This situation cannot continue. You know, it's not good for anyone. But I'm most concerned about you and the stress that you're going to have to deal with. I worry about your health. I don't want to lose you. You know, Stephen's going to lose Beth sooner rather than later, and that's, of course, why you couldn't turn them away.
So good, you understand why I've asked them to stay.
Mm-hmm.
But you're wrong about one thing.
Just one thing?
Yeah. It's not the stress and strain on me. Only. It's you and the strain it could cause on you. I mean, I didn't want that for you when I asked you to move into the guest house here. What I was hoping, well, to be quite honest, I'm not sure what I was hoping. I thought that with you here, I will always want you close to me.
Well, that tells me everything I need to know. I knew this day would come, and it has. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So glad you came on a walk with me, Mom. Fresh air feels so good, doesn't it? What is this flower? It's
What's it called?
freesia. Freesia. Yes. Oh, I always loved freesia. You always did. Yeah, I just wanted some special alone time with you, Mom. I haven't had a lot of it since you and Dad have been here. Mom, you shouldn't. Are you? Oh, Mom, it's okay. It's okay. Mom, it's okay. Come on, let's go. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, we'll go. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Will you be okay while I'm in Europe?
Just come home as soon as you can. There's just so much going on here, and if something were to happen to my mom.
I love you. I love you very much.
Stephanie, look.
I know. This is a very sensitive time, even if Donna's mother weren't dying. But as sad a time as this is, I can't help but say how happy a time it is for us. I mean, this is something the children have wanted
No, wait,
for so long.
Stephanie, wait. You're getting ahead of yourself here.
Oh, all right. You don't want to say anything to anyone right now. I understand. Okay. But can I at least tell Ridge before he goes to Europe? What is it, Eric?
Look, when I say that I want you in my life and close to me, I mean it. I mean every word of it. And we always will be. Now, we have children together. We have our grandchildren. We're running the company together again, side by side, the way it always has been, the way it always will be. But unfortunately, I'm afraid that's all it can be.
What?
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but given everything that's going on, I'm afraid I have to ask you to leave. And ask you to move in with Pam.
Just as we're You're going to let Donna and her family do this to us?
Listen to me. Listen. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying I have to ask you to leave. I love you. I want to run the company together. But Donna is my wife. She's losing her mother. And I can't walk away. I won't. I won't walk away from her.